Hey, my friends. Hi, my friends. Hi, my friends. This is Coach Rose AJ, Carnivore Girl for Life, coming to holla at y'all real quick in a hurry. Y'all, how are things going in your neck of the woods? How's everything going? We are almost to the finish line of January. Can you believe this? January 2024 has just flown by in the blink of an eye, y'all. It's flown by. We've had a lot of cold days here in the Pacific Northwest, and the ice has gone. The ice and snow has gone, thank goodness. So we have climbed back up into the 40s and lots of rain. So I'm kind of thankful for either weather, but choosing between the two, I'd rather have the rain, right? So I hope that your 2024 is off to a phenomenal start and that you are still forging ahead, forging ahead, forging ahead, right? So I wanted to come on tonight and share the results of my CAC score. Okay. So last December, I had shared with you guys that I went on in December to have some lab work done in preparation for my annual doctor's visit, which was going to be January 15th, 2024. So on December 20th, I had my lab work done and I got the results at the same time. Oh my gosh, there's a plane. Sorry, there's a plane. We live near an Air Force base and it's hard to time it. So, and I'm not editing this, okay? So, anyway, with the routine lab work, I always request the fasting insulin and the HbA1c on top of whatever standard labs that I get. So my fasting insulin was like 2.2, which has been pretty good. So like the last couple of years, the fasting insulin has been 2.2, 2.3, and I think initially it was like 2.5. So that's never been a problem. My doctor was concerned about my cholesterol, and I knew what she was doing. She was just reading the numbers that were being flagged. So as my total cholesterol was 395, my triglycerides were 50. HDL cholesterol was 98. And so she was concerned about that. But she had wanted me to go on a statin. So what had happened is that the portal, the medical portal where you get messages and stuff like that, she had said that my labs were very alarming, yada, yada, yada. My cholesterol was so high that she wanted to put me on meds right away. This isn't a thing. So in the message, and I messaged her right back. But what I did is I waited until the next day to message her back because I needed to calm down because I was very, very upset that that's the first thing that she would go to. But then I had to draw it back in and remember that that's what doctors do. They don't look at patients necessarily as individuals, their life circumstances, how far they've come as far as changing their dietary protocol, if they've lost weight, what are the reasons for this, higher than high cholesterol, whatever, right? So I waited until the next day and I messaged her and I said, I am not interested in medication of any kind. It will be lifestyle changes, if anything. And I am researching cholesterol. So that's why I had enrolled in Dr. Eric Westman's in the cholesterol confusion because I wanted to, that's a course, right? So I enrolled in it. It was intense, but not overly so that I couldn't understand it. So that gave me a peace of mind, and I kind of like crushed that because I wanted that done before I went into the doctor's visit. So that was one thing. And then, like maybe a few minutes later, she sent a second message that said that my BUN and creatine ratio, I think that's what it was a little high, and she wanted to discuss that with me. And she said, quote unquote, because they know that I'm a carnivore, that could be due to your high protein diet. And again, I waited just a few minutes on that one. And I just said, okay, you're right. My BUN could probably be a little bit lower. And I left it at that, right? So I was trying to go get this heart calcium score test done without without a doctor's prescription or order or whatever, right? I was thinking because I had to pay for it out of pocket, insurance wasn't going to pay for it, that I wouldn't need a prescription. So I called, I spent like 2 hours calling like 4 different places, and the story was the same. As far as Washington State, you have to have a doctor's order to have a CT heart calcium score because, or test, because of the radiation that's involved, right? And so I talked to the young lady. I finally called back to the office, talked to the young lady, and had her, email it to me because they emailed or faxed the copy of the doctor's order to the lab themselves. But I said, no, I want my own copy in case I decide to go to a different lab, right? So I'm glad I do that stuff. So the lab that I got an appointment with, I just told them, look, I need to try to get in as soon as possible because of work, because of yada, 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 to get in on December 28th to have this test done. Now, y'all, let me tell you, December 28th, I thought that I could walk in there, have this test done. It only took like 15 minutes from the time that I pulled up to the parking lot, checked in, went back, because you have to take off your upper garments and whatnot. And by the time she tacked those things on there and I asked a couple of questions, it was done. But what I thought was I would be able to roll in there and they would just be able to tell me like, boop, 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 this is your number. No, they told me it was going to take 10 business days or more. So mind you, this was December 28th when I got in, which was on a Thursday morning, like at 6:45 in the morning. I got in and then I was counting the days. Okay, we got January 1st, we got this, we got that. So I had asked them, the receptionist, I said, hey, is there a way that I can get a copy of that email to me? Because I want my own copy, even though I can get it out of the portal, right? Because whatever. So she said that they could not email it to me. And I said, why? And she said, because of privacy issues, whatever. I said, okay. She said, well, we can mail you a copy. And y'all, I am so glad that I asked for a copy and I wasn't going to argue with her. I said, okay, I'll just be looking in the mail for it. Y'all, every day from the 1st of January forward, like it was just going to magically appear, I was checking my mail. Checking my mail, like sometimes 2 times a day, y'all. I wanted it to be there, but it wasn't there. My annual appointment was scheduled for January 15th, which is a holiday, Dr. King's birthday. Y'all, it was by God's grace. I went to check the mail on the Saturday before, so that was the 13th, January 13th. Guess what? This was in the mail. It was in the mail. So I spent like 2 hours going over everything line by line, Googling, like, what does this word mean? Where did the word agatston calcium score come from? It's AGATSTON. I found out that was the name of the doctor who invented the thing like in 1990s or something like that. The score, it was named after him. I just went really deep, looking up words I didn't even know. But y'all, okay, listen, for those of y'all that have excessively high cholesterol or, that have numbers that seem out of pocket, that aren't optimal, or above the curve or whatever, y'all be your own detective, be your own best advocate. The doctors are there to do what they're supposed to do, which is to help us with our health and wellness and to get better. But I'm not into sick care and I'm not into medications by any means, okay? So this is the thing. Y'all ready for what my score was? My score was 4 4.77. I don't know if y'all can see it, but 4.77, y'all. I don't even know if y'all can see it, but 4.77. Okay, 4.77. That means I don't need to worry. I don't need to worry. I don't need to worry. And neither does the doctor, right? Neither does the doctor. So this is what I'm thinking. If I had not have been willing to push the bullet, and the test, the cost of the test was $148.80. Okay, $150 for the test for that peace of mind. But look, this could have went wrong in so many ways. If I was not an advocate for my own best health, for my mental wellness, if I was not taking charge, right, and saying, no, we're going to look for other ways first before we decide on your way with the medication, I might have been put on a statin because I didn't know any better. And do you know, statins might work for some people for their medical conditions, but it's not going to work for me when my numbers have absolutely nothing to do with the need for a statin, right? And another thing about a statin is, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all know, but if you don't, statins, okay, our body makes cholesterol. Cholesterol is so important to our body that our brain makes cholesterol. It makes the cholesterol. There's a lot of medications that cannot cross the blood-brain barrier, but statins can. Now listen to me carefully. Statins can cross the blood-brain barrier, okay? And it can really fuck with people's memory. It can cause problems. It can cause problems, okay? And the cholesterol lowering medication, imagine what that's doing to your brain. If cholesterol was so deadly, why does our body make it? Why does our body make it, right? And our brain makes it. Why does our brain make it? So I guess what I'm really trying to say here is I'm not saying be a rebel, but then again, I am saying be a rebel. Be a rebel when it comes to saving your life. Don't be a volunteer victim. These pharmaceuticals, the doctors, they are doing the best that they can with the knowledge that they have, right? But you, my friend, know yourself best. You know yourself best, okay? So, you know, doctors are our consultants. They should be in partnership with us. They should be in partnership with us. And I have to tell you, when I went into my doctor's appointment on January the 15th, I was ready. Y'all, let me show you something. I was ready. I had my notes. I had my printouts. In this book, this binder is filled with notes, handwritten notes. Okay. Everything in here pertaining to cholesterol, my history, everything in here. I was ready to argue my case. But you know what? I went and had my workout that morning, and something told me while I was working out, Rose, just go into your doctor's appointment. God has got you. Go in calm as the dickens. You don't have to argue your case. You don't have to plead your case because the test results spoke for it, okay? So I went into that doctor's appointment just calm, cool, and collected. And they wanted to take my weight. I said, no, we're not taking my weight. I do that a lot, y'all. I'm a rebel. I refuse to have my weight taken. Blood pressure, everything is on point. Everything is on point, right? So the doctor comes in and she had a guest, when I say a guest doctor or visiting doctor with her. The nurse asked me before, you know, I went in to put on the, the gown or whatever. She said, Dr. L, I won't say the doctor's name, has a guest doctor with her today. Is it okay if she comes in with a visit? I was like, oh yeah, no problem. Y'all, this is the kicker. This is the kicker. Dr. L was so astonished by these results that she wanted one of her co-colleagues to come in to meet me, right, and to partake in the visit. And doctor said, now, Rose, you are very unique. She told me point blank, you are very unique. Can you explain to us what your diet is again? And I explained to her, no vegetables, no fruit, no yada, 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 protein-based, animal-based, however you want to call it. That's what I eat. And then in the same breath, she said, I wanted Dr. blah, 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 blah to meet you because you are a very unique person and case. And she did not argue with me on anything. She didn't try to plead her case. She didn't do any of that. She gave me kudos for being my own best advocate. She gave me kudos, right? She didn't apologize for jumping to the medicine first, and nor did I expect her to go that route. But she was proud of me, is what she said. She was proud of me. And then in the same breath, she said that she was stumped at my score was 4.77 because she knows some people who are vegans who have scores that are in a totally different zone. That's alarming. So with that, we concluded our visit, and I said, I'll see you next year. Okay? So I'm saying all this to say again, do your best to take care of yourself, your mental health, your wellness, your day-to-day life. If you're not able to do that right now, keep leaning into others who have done it before you, who are doing it the same way or maybe just a little bit differently than you. When you go see a doctor about an ailment, about whatever condition you have, always know that they are giving you the medical advice that they have been advised or taught or learned or whatever you want to say to give you. But if it doesn't resonate with you, please get a second or third opinion. Please do your research. Please hit up YouTube. Please Google. Okay, there's nothing wrong with doing the work, doing any kind of work to help you to be the best person that you want to be and can be. All right, y'all, with that, I am out. Sister Girl is out. My score, again, is 4.77. Ooh, and the fact that the doctor said, the fact that I am so active and involved in my healthcare decisions, she has no questions for me. But y'all, I was so wrapped up in what the possibilities of me trying to argue my case with this doctor was going to be that I actually forgot about my BUN and creatinine ratio to have that discussion with her. And apparently she forgot about it too. So I am doing the research on that. And I'm going to have all these tests done again. I've already went to walk-in labs. I've already ordered my labs. So y'all, you can do your labs on walk-in labs if like you have doctors that refuse to order certain labs or whatever. There's a workaround. You can go to walk-in labs and you can get, you can order your own labs. You can order your own labs. It's like a la carte. You can go in there and order whatever labs you want. So I'm getting all these done again on March the 11th. The reason I'm taking March 11th because I got a couple of appointments that day, but I'm getting them done March the 11th. It would have been like March the 20th to be 3 months exact, but oh well. So what I'm doing to kind of play around a little bit with this to see about the cholesterol, yada, 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 but I really know that I don't have anything to worry about. Okay. But what I've been doing since like the first of the years, I've been playing around. I've been adding shrimp, is it pork chops, chicken, shrimp, pork chops, chicken. There might be some other things that I've been adding in to kind of mix up with my hamburger patties and my ground beef, and occasionally steak when it's on sale, y'all, only when it's on sale. So I've been mixing it up to see if that'll help. I still haven't gotten used to the chicken thing, to be quite honest. I haven't gotten used to that. But anyway, Sister Girl is out. Love, peace, and hair grease. Take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves so that you can be good to others. Till next time, my friends. Bye-bye.